What's going on, comic book people? It's Jimmy C. I got a lot to go through. I went on a haul today down in South Jersey, a 2-hour drive. I went to 2 comic book stores today. Well, 3 comic book stores today. And then I'm going to start with the show from last week. So, one thing I love, I show you guys all the victories I got. I'm not happy about it, but you know what? You can't win every day. And I actually got a couple of losses to tell you guys about. So, you got to take the good with the bad, and it's just the nature of the business. And, when I first started watching videos, my man Mercenot said it best, you can't win them all, but as long as you win more than you lose, that's all you can hope for in this comic book game. So, the last show I was in North Jersey. I don't know why, a couple of the CBCS books I had, I just hated them, and I was trying to sell them, and I wanted to make a couple of bucks because I wanted to buy these 2 books. I had Comic Book Dog Brain. I don't know why I wanted these 2 books, but I just did, and it forced me to be rash selling books, especially to dealers because they're sharks. But hey, you know what? Nobody puts a gun to your head. You could say yes or no or walk away. So I sold 3 CGC books to this dealer. He's not the nicest guy, but he's okay. But he had this guy with him who was acting like his I don't know. He was just so annoying, and I kicked myself because I gave in to the peer pressure and I accepted their bullshit. And I don't know why. Hey, people get caught off guard. So I sold my Shazam number 7, the origin story, or number 8 rather. It was a 7.0. I sold the 3.5 shitty Absorbing Man, and I sold my Outcast 9.4 signed by the artist. I wanted 120, which I think is very fair, and I wound up taking $100 for all 3, which is $20 difference. I would have been happy, but I don't know why. I just took it, and I'm so upset, and I'm kicking myself. It's not the end of the world, but it's just the way his partner was bamboozling me, and I gave into it. That's what I'm kicking myself about, and I can't wait to see this guy because I'm going to start in with him at the next show. Just because I'm mad about this and I'm brewing. And I'm just going to pick a fight with him, honestly. God's honest truth. But long story short, I don't know why. I wanted these 2 books. Watchmen, number 1, 9.6. Yeah, I know. It's not even a 9.8. I don't know why. It's when you're idle minds do the devil's work. So I sold those for $100. And I got Watchmen 9.6. And I got Walking Dead, near mint minus, near mint on a good day. First Abraham, Rosita, and Eugene. So I had the cash to get these. The guy wanted 160, 170. I got him down to 135. I mean, it's basically I showed him what they're going for on eBay, and I got him down. We went back and forth for a bit. So I lost on both ends. I didn't get a good deal on these. I didn't get a bad deal. And then I gave in on the books that I sold, and I'm not happy. But hey, you know what, guys? It just goes to show, you can't win every day. All right, that's about it for that. Let's move forward. So we went all the way. I went 2 hours down to South Jersey. If you guys are from Jersey, I'm in Jersey City. I went to exit 2, and then I had to drive another 30 miles inland. So that's a wrong turn at Albuquerque and then going south forever. You know what I mean? Like Bugs Bunny. And the guy, this is a guy we got some good deals from him before. We went once only. And he really didn't have shit. And he didn't lie to us, but he had nothing. So he had a stack of books for 50 cents. So I had actually got 200 books. I made a long box. A ton of Batman. I was trying to make a run, but it was basically Batmans in the 400s and 500s. And then I got a ton of Amazing Spider-Man. And he wouldn't give me, I said, it came out to $90 for 181 books, 50 cents. I said, listen, give them to me for 42 cents each, and that comes to $75. And he wouldn't budge. So this is an old man. He's a nice old guy, but one thing he can't stand is when, you add up everything, and then, you kick stuff back to trim the fat. And, you could just see it, it kills him. So I'm not going to run through, but, I got all these Spideys for 50 cents each. Amazing Spider-Man from 326, all in the 300s, and one or two in the 400s. So 50 cents each. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to go through each one. These are easy to sell. I kicked back all the Batmans. And then these are the other books I got. I didn't want to give all the 50-cent books up because I got a couple of cool ones. These 2 I'm actually going to read. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure the camera's working. Cap, Acts of Vengeance. I love this. This came out when I was young, and I remember like all the villains were switching up, fighting each other, like Loki was doing the bidding. So I'm excited to read. I'm actually going to read that book. This was cool. Just, Cap and Bullseye. Then I got, I don't know if this is worth anything, but they caught my eye. It's the Superman Joker, so I grabbed like 5 of them. Cool book. If you guys know anything about it, let me know. Although, anyway, it was just caught my eye. Grabbed 2 Gray Hulks, 50 cents each, all day. They're about, VF minuses, but whatever. He had some of these, like, in bagged and boarded already. He was charging $12. Meanwhile, I got these in the 50-cent bin. This just goes to show how, like, he does, he knows what's going on, but, like, he's got so much stuff. Grabbed the Man of Steel #1 collector's edition. Grabbed 2 nice copies of that Deadpool, stabbing Wolverine and the X symbol. And an oldie but goodie. We haven't seen this in a while. He had them, so hey, screw it. A couple of Dread Stars. Allegedly, the movie's back in business. Who knows? But I didn't take any of the Batmans because Batman takes a while to sell. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit on these. I'm going to put them on eBay. I'm like, screw this. What? The guy doesn't want to budge 8 cents a book. I said, screw it. I'm not taking them. Like, I'm trying to get rid of shit in my house. I don't need another 100 Batman books. Grab this, 50 cents. Holla. I'm happy because I sold this book, like, I don't know, a few months ago for like $2. And then I got, this isn't worth anything, but you never know. So 50-cent speculation, I'm not really investing too much. And then to round it out, just got 2 cool little hard copies. I'm going to read this probably. It's not worth anything, but Dead Man 1 and 2. Just looked cool. I grabbed it. Okay, so then, all right, I showed you the Spideys. So then, so I messed up at him too. Like, Jimmy C's taking losses left and right, but the rest are minor. So I got a complete run of 50 cents each, the Marvel Universe. But when I kicked back the Batman books, I left issue #1 because it wasn't bagged and boarded, and it got mixed up with the Batman. So I got the complete run of Marvel Universe except #1. The only good thing is I have #1 like in one of my boxes buried. I just got to go find it. But that's annoying. I had the complete set, so that sucks. I just got to go find it. At least I have it. And then, all right, those are all his 50-cent books. So then I got these from him also. I got Shade, the Changing Man, #1. I believe it's his first appearance, something to do with, I don't know, I think Suicide Squad or whatever. I grabbed another Eternals #1 from him. He's got high-grade stuff, this guy, so, like, these aren't the prices I paid. He likes to add everything up methodically and then give you a discount, but he does it all separate. It's like torture, like, you don't even know, but, like, he's an old man. He's, like, 80-something, so you just gotta, like, go with the flow. I grabbed 2 more copies of Flash, Death of Flash. I grabbed 2 more high-grade. These are all, like, 9.4s or better. 2 more Death of Supergirls. And then I grabbed 2 sets of Legends complete. Got them for $7 each. So that includes issue 1 and 3, the money books, and then the rest. I've been flipping these like for $50, so to get them for $7 is a score. And even I'm not flipping them for $50 anymore. I'm holding them for the movie to come out. These are gonna go to like $1.50 easy. They're all high grade. And yeah, so I told you the 50-cent books. The 50-cent books I spent, I don't know, 50. I got 50 of them, so I spent 25. And then the 2 Legend sets were $7. You know what? It's just too much. I can't remember. I try to tell you guys the prices because I know like that's interesting and people want to know. Oh, so then, what else did I get from him? I got a set of Crisis 1 through 12, and the same thing happened to me. Issue 4 wasn't bagged and boarded, and I left it in the batch with all the friggin' Batman. So now I got to go find an issue 4 so I could sell the complete set. Otherwise, it's incomplete. And these I actually paid for. I paid about $40 for this set, which is I overpaid because I was looking on eBay, sold. So I got zingied there a little bit too. Hey, you know what? You can't hit a home run every day. Just ask A-Rod. And then last but not least, I got this from him. I thought this was a cool book. I paid like $8 for it. And meanwhile, I looked it up, and it's going for like $2 or $3. But this is, it's Panic issue number 9. It's a golden age book from like 1955. It's not in great shape, but it just goes to show you, like, people don't appreciate certain stuff. Like, you know, I thought, oh, man, at least a $20, $30 book, and I got it for $8. It's got Superman, Dick Tracy. You know, I don't know. You know, this guy was he was a reporter back in the day, but, you know, whatever. And I've looked at sold listings, and you're lucky you get $5 plus $3 shipping for this book on a good day. So, you know, trade bizarre, but whatever. I got it. It's a cool old book. All right. Okay. So then we were, you know, I was with George this whole time. You know, my friend I do the comic shows with. So we're driving back up north on the turnpike, and I'm like, George is like, find a comic shop along the way. So like, I found one. It's called. I wrote this down because this place sucked, and like, you have to know how much this place sucked. And I hope this guy sees the video, which I doubt he will. It's called Collector's Corner. It's in Burlington, New Jersey. It's in a dilapidated mall. Like, we got there, we didn't know, you know. I should have known on the phone when I called him, and I'm like, you guys have Silver Age and Bronze? Like, I'm asking you a direct question. It's yes or no. Yeah, we have some. I'm like, well, do you have 2 long boxes worth? Well, they're all scattered. They're all just in the boxes with everything, and nothing's separated. Okay, fine, that's a good answer, but like, tell me that from the get-go. You know, it's like, I wanted to tell him, bro, if I want to pull teeth, I'll be a dentist. Like, give me an answer. I'm calling you up. Like, you own a business or what? So we go over there. This mall, I felt like I was in the land of the lost. Let me put the book up. This is the only shining bright star of going there. This mall, every like 3 stores was out of business. So like, there were people there, but it was like desolate. I thought we were walking into an ambush. It was weird. You know, like you go on a Craigslist haul. So it's like, this store's there, and it's like, you know, there's only a couple stores in this mall, and this guy is so socially, I don't know if he's socially awkward or he's just a you-know-what. So, like, I lost my train. Oh, so, like, you know, there's books. You could see, like, you know, you go through the boxes. Everything is picked through, picked clean. Like, you'd find 1 or 2 oddball books you might want. So, I see there's, like, boxes under, like, baseball cards or, like, boxes under toys buried. So, you know, me being the picker, I'm like, you know what? Let me go there because I know most people are lazy. So, I'm going to move all the toys and the boxes and the cards and go under there. Maybe there's some gold people don't look at. And I did that, and he had some nice stuff. He had Silver Age 12-cent Batmans. I only went through 1 box, so, like, before I started digging hardcore, I'm like, let me just go up to him before I waste my time. So I grabbed 5 Silver Age Batmans, 12 cents. I go up to him, I'm like, oh, bro, like, there's no price on these. Like, how much? Oh, where'd you get those from? Those were under the toys in the boxes. Those aren't for sale. You should know that. That's why there's stuff on them. I said, my friend, I'm not a mind reader. I'm in a comic store. The stuff is on the floor in the room where everything's for sale. He's like, well, that's why there's toys on there, so you don't go in there. I figure, you know, that'll let you know that you're not supposed to go in there. I said, well, he's like, we didn't price them yet. I'm like, well, if I get a few books, you know, I can make you an offer? No, we didn't price. I said, well, would you want to price them and I'll make you an offer? No. He's like, that's why the toys. I said, you know what? I got a simple solution for you. Why don't you write "Do Not Touch" on the box, and it'll solve everyone's problem, you know? Like, I actually had like $20 worth of books I was going to buy, but because of that interaction, I was like, F this guy, and I didn't buy anything. My friend George actually bought this for me because he knew I wanted it. And the sad thing is, they were giving like, I don't know, 40% off on everything, but I wouldn't spend a nickel in this place after talking to this moron. You know, this place is in a desolate mall. It's half empty, and like, there's 2 guys. We would drop $500 each if, like, you know, he was ready to play ball, and he's just talking to us like a retard. And I wouldn't spend a nickel in it. I walked out. He had an Iron Man number 3. He wanted 20. He wanted 35. I got him down to 25, and I wouldn't take it. I said, I don't want it. He says, oh, it doesn't matter. You know, I'll put the stuff on eBay. I said, you do that. I said, he's like, we're here 19 years. I said, yeah, well, the mall ain't going to be here in 3 weeks, so good luck to you, brother. And I'm sorry for venting, guys, but like, it was just like horrible because I went to after this we went to another comic book store that I go to all the time in North Arlington, New Jersey, and it's like night and day. These guys are so nice and like so happy to see you. You ask them prices and you haggle. They like love it. They like get into it. So last but not least, it's pretty short. I grabbed these 2 in North Arlington. I walked in there. He had it on the wall. Oh my God! It's sitting. This book. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. There's there's like 2 ticks, but you know, first Silver Age Cheetah. He had it down for $20, which is a good price in its own. So he also had first appearance of Cloak and Dagger for 20. It was like a F plus. So I said, bro, give me that Wonder Woman. I didn't know if he knew it was Silver Age Cheetah. So I said, oh, give me that purple Wonder Woman and the Cloak and Dagger. It's $40. I said, give it to me for 30. He's like, oh, I just got the Cloak and Dagger, so 35. I'm like, it's a little beat up. He's like, well, I just got it. So like, I knew he didn't want to do it, and he was being nice about it. So I said, all right. I said, put it back. So then I knew he had this, the Death of Thanos. This is a little bit more beat up, about an F, which he had it for 20 also. I said, all right, you know what? How about give me the Thanos book? It's a little more beat up. And I think you had it for a while. He goes, yeah, I had it a little longer. I said, all right, $30. He goes, you know what? That's fine. And he was like ribbing me a little bit, but I liked it, He shows he has personality and he wants to do business. Like, hey, $30 is $30. So then he's telling me, because this is the place they charge you tax everywhere, but like sometimes they charge me tax, sometimes they don't. So he's like, I gotta hit you with a little handling charge. Meaning I had to pay tax, which was like $2. So I went right back at him. I said, no, you don't have to carry it out to the car for me. I'll bring it myself. Here's $30. He goes, nice try, buckaroo. $32.10. I was like, but I love the banter, and I don't even care. So, take your $2. I left this one book out. Oh, where we also went? My friend George, I told him it's like pointless to go. He wanted to go to the comic book store going out of business, Comic Market or something, where I went, and the girl would not let me go downstairs. If you guys remember, the friggin' ogre robot program girl. So he made me go there, and he got to see her firsthand, and he was peeing.